Hello, the purpose of this video is to show you how to use Grammarly and show you what Grammarly can do. Grammarly is a software meant to help you write better. It does a lot more than just helping you with spelling errors. It also will suggest changes to sentences to make them more concise, clearer, and helps you with things like passive voice. So it can be very powerful. And I'm not going to talk about how to install Grammarly, but here I have it opened in a Microsoft Word document that I've just written up. And I'm going to show you what it can do. So let me first read through this short piece as it currently stands. Dr. White, my journalist and professor, gave me an editorial writing assignment. I decided to write about recruiting black engineers for graduate school. The high concentration of black engineers graduating from HBCUs means it will be more efficient to recruit black engineers for graduate school from HBCUs than from PWIs. I worked diligently on this assignment, even going as far as creating a word cloud image to include as a graphic. When I had completed the first draft, I submitted it. A few days later, it was time to submit the final version. I edited it a bit before turning in the corrected version of my editorial. At the time, I thought it was pretty good. Boy, was I wrong. As part of the peer review, a classmate reviewed my editorial and stated that she was not sure if I was arguing for or against black engineers going to HBCUs for graduate school. As I reread my editorial, I saw how unclear I was regarding this point. If only I had asked her to read my it before I submitted it. Grammar and spelling can be checked easily as you write, but clarity of your thesis requires another set of eyes. There's a lot of problems with this. This assignment reinforced one very important maxim in writing. There is no substitute for having someone read over what you have written. It's just too easy to miss something big when you are your own reviewer. Okay, so here's the Word window I've typed up this piece, and here is the Grammarly window that is suggesting corrections. There's a correspondence between the two, so this first piece of suggestion is not for these first couple sentences because they're not highlighted or underlined in Word. What is underlined in Word is this sentence, so this is the first change that Grammarly is suggesting. I could either open and see more about this change here in the Grammarly window by clicking here, or I can just click on the sentence itself that's underlined. Either way, it will tell me what it's suggesting. So what it's suggesting that I do is take out what you see here in red and add the items you see in green. So the original sentence is the high concentration of black engineers graduating from HBCUs means it will be more efficient to recruit black engineers for graduate school from HBCUs than from PWIs. Grammarly is suggesting that I say instead, the high concentration of black engineers graduating from HBCUs means recruiting black engineers for graduate school from HBCUs will be more efficient than PWIs. So that definitely seems like a better way, easier way of saying the same, so I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And so just by clicking that little blue button there, I've accepted Grammarly's change. The second thing it's suggesting is with this word even, and it's suggesting that I include a comma. It seems that you are missing a comma. Consider adding a comma. Great. Going down, nothing more in that first paragraph. Then come down to the second one. As part of the peer review, a classmate reviewed my editorial and stated that she was not sure. It's saying, say unsure instead, that not sure is more wordy. That's true. Now, if I didn't agree with that, I could click on this dismiss suggestion and it would just go away, right? It would take that underline off and remove that suggestion. But I'm going to go ahead and change that to unsure because I do think that was better. The next sentence is right here. If only I'd asked her to read my it before I submitted it. Well, that's a bad sentence. So if only I'd asked her to read it before submitting it. I'm going to replace that. If only I'd asked her to read it before, I'm going to make this I submitted it before I submitted it. If only I'd asked her to read it before I submitted it. I think that sounds better. Down here, obviously that should be spelling and not spelling. So go ahead and accept that. But clarity, that should be the clarity. So the noun phrase clarity seems to be missing a determiner before it. Consider adding an article. But the clarity of your thesis required. Oh, now it's suggesting a change. So sometimes this happens in Grammarly. You make one change, it suggests, and then it gives you an even maybe sometimes bigger or another suggestion after that change. So in this case, it's saying that your sentence may be unclear or hard to follow. Consider revising. Grammar and spelling can be checked easily as you write, but your thesis's clarity requires another set of eyes. Grammar and spelling can be checked easily as you write, but the clarity of your thesis. I do prefer their suggestion here. It seems that it makes it a little bit more straightforward. I'm going to accept that. And now it's suggesting something else. Let's see. It's in passive voice. So grammar and spelling can be checked. Okay, that is passive. So I'm gonna make that active by saying you can check grammar and spelling easily as you write, but your thesis's clarity requires another set of eyes. So let's see what it likes. Now it's saying easily should. The word easily is often overused. Consider using a more specific synonym to improve the sharpness. So change easily to quickly. I'm gonna go ahead and accept that. And your thesis's clarity. Now, what is this? Inconsistent punctuation. You use two different styles of apostrophes or quotation marks in your document. Both styles are acceptable, but it's best to be consistent. So here I have thesises with a straight apostrophe, and here I have its with a curly apostrophe. I think I like the curly one more, so I'm going to say make them all curly. So now I got this one will match that one. That's good. That can be very helpful in a long document where you had both of those kinds. So this assignment reinforced one very important, saying the intensifier very modifies the weak adjective important. Consider replacing the phrase with a strong adjective in order to sharpen your writing. So it wants to replace it with fundamental. And I think that's a good replacement. There is no, let's see, what is it saying here? You appear to have two independent clauses improperly joined with a comma. Oh, can't do that. So really what we have is two sentences here with a comma in between. So one of the suggestions is to use a semicolon. I'm going to take that suggestion. And last but not least is just too easy. It says it appears that just too may be unnecessary in this sentence. Consider removing it. So I could just say it's easy to miss something. Yeah, I don't need to say just too. I'm going to take that out. So now it says nothing can stop you now. No more issues found. So that's it. So I'm finished. Grammarly has finished making suggestions for this short piece. And I think it's a lot clearer now. It's not perfect, but a lot better. So I hope this helps you understand what Grammarly can do and how to use it.